Hello. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for watching the replay. Thanks for joining. This is day 9 of our journey on 50 days to starting a grant writing business. Thank you so much for joining. I'm glad that you could make it today. As you'll see in the topic, it is how to start your grant writing business. And the question is what to ask funders or to talk to funders or what questions to ask funders. So one of the main things we want to start off with is as a consultant, you're working with nonprofits as an expert, but you want to guide them and lead them into having those conversations with funders. It is their responsibility to build those relationships and make sure that they talk to them and know what's going on in the community and they understand their organization. But you, of course, can prep the nonprofit you're working with. You can prep the person that will speak with the funders. You can prep them on what to say. You all can have like some practice runs if they get on the phone with the funder so they can be prepared, but they definitely need to have those conversations. And some of the questions that I just jotted down that you can ask that funders generally may not share in the request for proposal, some questions that they generally may not receive. Make sure again that they don't address any of these things in the request, but I generally like to ask them, you may get so many applications that generally ask for these type of support. What are some areas that you would like to fund that you all do not get a number of applications for? You can get a sense of their priorities, which they may share on the website, but they can go into deeper conversations with you when you ask that type of question. The website just, of course, has general priorities, but if you share things like around specifically on what there are some areas that you would like to fund that you don't get a lot of applications around, they could pique their interest and also could pique your interest to see if you all have any thing that overlaps to see if there would be a good area to fund. And it could be something that you can expound on, a service or product that you provide that you can share with the organization, the foundation or corporation, or even it's a federal grant that you can expound on in the area that would pique their interest. Another question that you can ask is who reviews the application. You can find out knowledge about the organization. They may be aware of you, but they may have reviewers that could be outside reviewers or someone that may not be aware of your industry. So you can understand your audience and know who you're talking to and make sure that you explain certain items within your proposal that may be understood within the industry, like STEM. Everybody doesn't know what that means. I know that might be difficult to understand or believe when you're in that industry because you use that terminology so much, but make sure that you spell that out: science, technology, engineering, and math. So make sure jargon, again, of course, is expounded upon so you can know your audience and understand who is going to be the reviewer. And that can give you inside knowledge of reviewers, the type of people that will be looking at your application so you can speak directly to them. And another question that I like to ask, again, if it's not disclosed on the request for proposal, is a number of applications that they receive. Of course, you're applying for this, so they don't know. But in the past, if this is a repetitive or like an annual application that they send out or proposal that they request, I would ask in the past, how many applications have they received and how many have they awarded? And that can give you an idea of their bucket or how much funds that they have available. Just for inside tip or inside knowledge, doesn't generally change how you will present, but it will show you the level of competitiveness. That could be good or not, good or bad, but you want to just make sure that that's something that you can, if you feel comfortable asking that question as well. So those are some questions that you can ask. Again, as the consultant, as you're the one that has the grant writing business, working with the nonprofit as the expert, guide them, lead them into having these conversations directly with the funders so that they can be prepared, ready, and put in a strong application again with your assistance and guidance. So we're continuing on our journey of 50 days to starting our grant writing business. Tips, tools, and resources. I'm sharing those out. Please sign up at junefirstfirm.com. The link is in my bio. You can get additional tips and tools and resources. We're continuing on our journey of 50 days to starting our grant writing business. Yesterday, we talked about what matters to you the most. Working with nonprofits to target and attract nonprofits that you want to work with, organizations that appeal to you the most. So you just don't let anything just fall into place. you're strategic in aligning with organizations that you would like to work with. And today we talked about questions to ask funders. As the expert, you're guiding the nonprofits that you're working with on how to have those conversations as questions that they can ask. And tomorrow I'll share what we'll discuss. For those who are on email list, you'll get that topic. So sign up at junefirstfirm.com, link in my bio. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. And tomorrow's day 10. We're on our way to 50 days to starting our grant writing business. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.